Hey guys, thanks for joining me. Happy good morning and happy guten night. Not it's July 17th, season 1, episode 66. Chris Kidawaski is going to discuss knee pain. Isn't that great? I think this is the first episode they filmed after the actors started striking with the writers. So like they can't get any guests. So this is the best they got. Some reality show, some girl from a old lady, some senior citizen from a reality show about two old ladies going to a crappy lake, and then some knee pain expert. And that's the whole show. This is Kelly's first day back, so it's going to be interesting to see what she looks like. Because remember, she was on assignment, and I bet miraculously her roots are going to be dyed blonde, right? A nice fresh coat of blonde, and her face is going to look different, like it got ran over by a steamroller. Because I bet she goes and gets like she doesn't even get like Botox. She gets like this like dermabrasion, dermatologist stuff where they probably scrape off like all this dead skin and then rub it with like lotions and inject it and bandage it up, and then all the skin grows back. Like when Kelly's if Kelly's alive when she's like 90, her face is going to be like a porcelain doll with like no wrinkles. Like, hi, how are you? Welcome to season 85 of Live with Kelly and Michael Consuelos. Michael, hey, mom, your face fell off. Like that's what it's going to be like. So that's her. And if she's really on assignment, I want to know what she was on assignment doing, because that's like a job thing. And there's going to be proof. There's going to be a video, a story, something that we could go see this assignment. Because if she just talks about it, but there's nothing we can see, it's all bullshit. If she doesn't talk about it, it's especially bullshit. And if she decides to say, "Oh, you were on assignment. What were you doing?" "Yes, I was doing this story. I can't talk about it now." Or here's the best lie she could probably take. She'd be like, "Oh, I was doing research for an upcoming podcast interview. I don't want to spoil it. I'll tell you, it's gonna something we're filming in a few weeks or something." And then they'll never talk about it, and they'll just think it'll evaporate away because they're gonna start clogging us with news about like, Baba Ganoush and eggplant Baba. And she'd be like, "Yes, I heard you had eggplant baba. Ooh, I wanted to taste your eggplant baba." Mark's gonna be like, "You wanted to taste my eggplant baba?" Ooh, and Kelly's gonna be like, "I did. I heard it was smoky and the flesh was poked. Ooh, you want to poke my eggplant flesh? You can." And they're gonna all this weird stuff. So watch for that, because I think she was going and getting like her like bi-monthly, either her annual or biannual like facial thing where she gets her turkey neck injected. She does this and that. They do this scraping thing where they take out new blood. They took out old blood. They put in new blood. It's the same thing that Kris Jenner does. That's why Kris Jenner's face, like if you just saw her chin to her forehead with her hair, she could look like she's 35, because they do this stuff where it's not even Botox, but they like do all this stuff where they scrape your skin. It's a weird thing. I don't know, but she does all that shit. And look at his face here. Look at his face. He's like, "Yep." So that'll be interesting to see what kind of BS, what kind of lie they decide to come up with, and we'll see how good of actors they are trying to sell us on what she was doing while she was gone, because we know it wasn't no assignment. She doesn't go on assignment. She's not a news journalist for like ABC Dateline, or not even Dateline. She's not like she doesn't work for like ABC News National. She's not going to Saudi Arabia on assignment to like get footage of the war. She's not a journalist like that. So, I mean, all that work she does, she can't even like bump her titties up to A cup. All the money, all the time she spends on her face and her hair, you figure she could at least after like what, she's going to be 55 years old. She doesn't even want to spend like a measly like $3,000 on like getting out of a training bra. I mean, you think like getting out of an A cup, you would think that after all these years she might want to upgrade from a training bra. I mean, pretty soon like her grandkids are going to be like going into grade school, and like they're going to be asking to borrow her bras when they're in 6th grade. They're going to find Lola's bras and be like, "Grandma, I found your bra." "Oh no." "Grandpa? Jeepa? Is this yours?" And he'll be like, "Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I put it on my Baba Ganoush. My eggplant Baba. You want to see Grandpa's eggplant Baba?" Andy Cohen said it's okay. He wrote a book about it. I'll show you in the bathtub. "Andy, you want to come over? You want to play eggplant Baba in the bathtub with my grandson, Andy Consuelos?" Sure. Hey, let me bring my rubber ducky and my camera. It's okay. I grew up rich, and I know a lot of rich religious people in Hollywood, and I know how to make make this go away. Come on, hop in the bathtub. No bubbles are necessary. I'll make them with my straw. my silicone straw that I got on Monica Megan's Beat the Bargains. Oh, you want to blow bubbles? That's the name of my last testicle. Anyways, thanks for watching. Make sure to smash that like button and get some subscriptions for notifications on all upcoming episodes. And make sure to watch all the previous episodes and comment and enjoy and like everyone. Remember, who loves you? Andy Cohen. Oh my God, all this intro stuff. Fuck, I hate this shit. All right, time to start. I love it.
Every connected device stay protected. Yours, your employees.
All right, guys. I'm going to go take a shit. I'll be back.
And powered by the next generation 10G network.
What the fuck are you doing?
Comcast Business. Advanced security isn't just possible. It's happening.
Get started with fast speeds and advanced security for $39 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Plus, ask how to get up to a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle.
Nobody investigates like the agency.
Yeah. You know who investigates? Kelly Ripa, because she's on assignment. She's on a special assignment to find out about aches and pains. She's going to south of France and getting Cindy Crawford's melon lotion.
C7IT.
It's live with Kelly and Mark. Today from Luann and Sonja, welcome to Crappie Lake, Sonja Morgan. Plus, if your knee is giving you grief, maybe we can help. We're kicking off the aches and pains week. Also, your thoughts and comments on another edition of The Inbox. All next on Live. And now, here are Kelly Ripa and Mark Cassano.
Ooh, look at it. Ooh, yeah.
Calm down. It's Monday, July 17th, 2023. Welcome to the show, everybody.
What a nice looking crowd we have.
I know.
Yes.
You are. Yes, you are.
I saw a Go Blue Michigan coffee mug back there.
And you're wearing
all those mugs here.
Yes, we will.
You bought them. You bought the Michigan mugs. They could get those for free. Why are you spending your money on that shit?
His darling, priceless.
Yes.
Kelly and Mark mugs.
Is that a Michigan wrestling mug? Oh,
It is?
yeah. Well,
Wait, did you have that custom made?
Yes,
you did.
It won't come off in the dishwasher, will it?
No, I will hand wash that. I will hand wash that item for sure.
Huge weekend of sport. Huge weekend of sport.
Yes.
Young star. I gotta ask.
Oh, that's your favorite tennis player.
I love this guy. He's from Spain.
And he's got a big
And he
8-point
dethroned Djokovic.
But they call it
in a
Verga in España.
5-hour, 5-set match.
Verga.
I heard. This guy is 20. He's 20 years old. He's 20 years old.
He's a newborn
He's
baby.
a newborn baby. He won the U.S. Open last year. We watched that. We watched that. Here's a good fact. Only 4 guys have won Wimbledon since he was born. Same 4 guys. He's been rotating.
Oh, there's a new sheriff in town, and he's 20 years old.
So he's won Wimbledon. He's won the U.S. Open. What's next for the Grand Slam? The French?
No, those already. The U.S. Open's coming up. Maybe he'll win.
No, but to win the
Australian.
All right, and the French. Now he lost the French because he had cramps.
Yeah,
he started getting cramps. And Gelman, I was backstage talking to Gelman. And you know what Gelman takes for cramps? He drinks pickle juice.
Yeah. He's taking pickle juice.
I think he puts a little vodka in his pickle juice.
Did you know pickle juice was a good probiotic?
Yes, I did know that.
I didn't know that.
I knew that.
Anyway, congratulations, Carlos Alcaraz.
I work here, so I know all kinds of facts.
I can't believe I didn't see this on TV. I would have been
We were
watching.
floating home in that deluge of a storm, so that's how we missed all of that. Also, you're very invested in the Tour de France.
The Tour de France, the most grueling sports feat of all time. 3 weeks straight, these guys are racing, probably sometimes over 100 miles a day. 3 days off. I think they have 3 days off.
Our son is a wrestler, so whenever Mark is like, this is the most grueling sport in all of sports, he's like, it's a bicycle.
No, but these guys, they're going 100 miles a day. They're crashing. There was a big crash yesterday.
Yes.
A spectator taking a selfie along the course, hooked arms with one of the guys, and it was a pretty big crash.
So remember that here, all you selfie takers, you could injure one of us.
Yeah, we have the photo of the person.
Oh, is this the moment?
Yeah, the lady in the white hat, her orange hat. She's sticking out her arm. Those guys go flying.
Is that a lady?
Or is that a guy? No, it's a guy. I'm sorry, lady. That's a guy. Or sorry, guy. That's a guy. Yeah, he hooked arms with one of the drivers, riders, and they crashed.
I think I've had this discussion with you before because Mark is very invested in the Tour de France.
Because I raced bicycles.
I know, you were on a race. And Mark was on a bicycle racing team,
yeah.
And so he always likens it to the Tour de France.
20 miles we went. 20 miles. 20 miles.
Just so you could shave.
So he could shave his entire body.
Not my entire body.
The Tour of France is like
his body.
2,000 miles.
No, that's not true.
Anywhere hair grew, the body was shaved.
Well, there's a reason for that. Because if you crash, you get road rash, and you put bandages on. And if you have hair, it's really painful to change.
So you anticipated you crashing? Doesn't sound like a professional bike racer to me.
Aerodynamic.
No.
Okay.
Also, when you get massage, it kind of pulls your hairs.
I used to professionally race bikes. You rode 20 miles with a group of guys.
Category 5 racer, Cat 5, which is the lowest ranking you could have as a racer. You came and watched one of my races.
I did. I was blown
Got
away.
second place.
I know. I was shocked.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe how fast you guys all went.
Yeah.
It's really scary to watch because, as you know, I'm not a bicycle rider. I like bikes that are anchored to the ground and don't go anywhere. I am the Tour de France of Soul Cycle.
Yeah, you like to spin.
I like to spin.
And she would try to get me to go to these classes to spin. And I'm like, I ride a real bike. I go outside and I ride. I'm brave. I go against traffic. I risk my life.
That doesn't sound brave. That sounds nuts. But anyway, so I watched this Tour de France with Mark if I happen to stumble into the room, and because that's all that's on. I'd rather be watching The Real Housewives, but I'm not allowed to touch the remote. So I stumble into the room. And I am always shocked at how much free access the spectators have to the riders.
Yes.
They can run alongside them. They're holding banners. Sometimes they're
wearing
running
bikinis.
Bikini bottoms.
Those are guys.
Yeah, they're wearing bikini bottoms and they're running, waving flags. And I'm like, how are they allowed to get so close?
It's especially interesting when they're going very steep grades, 13, 14, 15% grades. I mean, they're climbing mountains.
They're climbing, yeah.
And they're only going, 6, 7, 8 miles an hour, just, 11 miles an hour.
Rounding it out.
And the crowds on those narrow roads it's like a tunnel. It's amazing. I love it.
It's a humanity tunnel.
Yeah, it's
but
amazing.
I would get really
irritated. No, they're cheering them on.
But that would distract me, and I'd be like, shut up.
So if you get a chance, it's on for
me.
5 hours a day. You can check in, you can see the Tour de France.
Yeah,
really
if you want to know how Mark spends his time off camera. That is time. Anyway, we went to a fabulous event Saturday night in the Hamptons, the Hedrick Martin Institute. It's called Schools Out. It's a benefit for LGBTQ youth, oftentimes who are estranged from their families. They don't have access to food or housing or medical care or education, and this institute really takes them in when they have no place else to go. And some of the stories we heard about were so compelling.
Yes.
A boy who arrived from a country in the Middle East. He was thrown out of his home and was sort of living homeless on the streets of New York. His aunt got him to New York, and a random stranger on the subway said, "Oh, you need to go to HMI. They will take you in." Didn't really understand English, but they gave him this address. And they were able to give him food and shelter and housing, and they got an interpreter within minutes of him arriving. So it's a really worthwhile organization. But they had entertainment that I have never seen before. In terms of entertainment, they had synchronized swimmers.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever? So how many people here have a swimming pool in their backyard? By a sound of applause, we can't show. So, swimming pools in the backyard, is a luxury.
Sure.
I'm lucky if I can get a pool float in the backyard. I have to sneak at the pool float past Mark. I get, a lot of side eye. But now I want to get synchronized swimmers because that is the greatest. I was all in. Did you see how close I got to the side of the pool?
Yeah. You would be a good synchronized swimmer.
I believe I would too. I was like, wait a minute, this is my sport. Because I'm not afraid to go upside down underwater. Mm-hmm. I like ballet.
Yes.
It seems like all of the things.
Gymnastics underwater.
Ballet.
It's a great sport.
I don't somehow ever suffer water up my nose. And I just think that I've got the right.
I agree.
And they get to wear, I'm showing you this picture, they get to wear the chicest costumes ever. That's us. The other two people in the photo are us. And those are the synchronized swimmers. And it was just, I was mesmerized.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was beautiful.
I filmed the whole thing.
Yeah.
In case you want to check out my stories later on.
Yeah. It was warm. It was a warm weekend. It was really, really warm.
Would you call it warm? Or it was crazy.
It was crazy.
It was raining to the point where I never get concerned about, I'm not that concerned.
But it came down like in a sheet.
It came down in sheets.
You heard there was 5 inches out there?
Right? Yeah, we had 5 inches of rain, in a short period of time. Yeah, we had flooding around. Yeah.
Michael had a leak.
Yeah.
You blew a leak?
Yeah.
Did you find the source of the leak?
No, we're investigating.
I'm a good guy. I can find leaks.
Oh, yeah, Mark is good.
I have an idea. But
No. I loved
finding a leak.
Oh yeah. Come on over. That's guy stuff.
You got it. I know.
Get me on a roof. I'll
Find
find it.
there, yeah.
Usually it's within 3 to 4 meters of the actual leak, and sometimes it's within a foot. People say it can come down there. No. It's right in the same area. We once had a leak for like 6 months. When we lived downtown, I said, you know what? This is something that I did to like a girl in high school. She's got a little doll, a voodoo doll, and she's like making my.
As your attorney, I suggest you stop.
No. There was this person who had unjust feelings of revenge against me.
Oh, she had revenge against you, so you got out the voodoo doll?
No, she did.
Oh, she
did.
Oh, she got
Okay.
You know what's so funny? I don't mind that at all.
That's a genuine laugh.
We thought there were different sources of the leak, so we put dye in different sources to see if the dye would come in. High level stuff going on up here, man. I can help you with the roof.
So that's
Oh, that's right. You have. So Bellman has built
a mansion.
And
Yes.
people misuse the word mansion a lot. Usually, I use the word mansion if it's a house with a garage. I'm like, mansion.
Yeah.
Bellman actually built like an estate. And you have earned it. Trust me. You lived in the original house, which was gorgeous and lovely, but for a really, really, really long time. And then you decided, like, once the girls were out of the house, let's build a mansion, which I find so funny. But anyway, he's like,
less people, more space.
Let's spread out. It is a masterpiece.
It's the Jesus way.
Architectural masterpiece.
Yes.
But I have to say, those houses with those like flat roofs and like funky spaces can definitely
also when you
cause problems when the first storm sets in.
That was not just a storm. That was. You think we heard we got 5 inches of rain?
Yeah.
Yes, things will overflow and you'll get water where you're not supposed to get water.
He buys the mansion once the kids aren't there to fuck it
I'm
up.
not sure I can find that leak.
I like how him and his wife build a humongous mansion the minute their kids aren't, only when their kids aren't there to destroy it.
Videotape it and use it as a special segment for our show, because I don't think you've ever seen anything quite like, if there are two men more like in their off-camera lives, more different than what you see in front of you, it would be these two. This one thinks he's a professional wrestler, right? Like an MMA fighter. And this one is dressed for a weird gardening hoedown in the 1970s.
Don't make fun of my clogs.
Complete with cut-off shorts, garden clogs, a midriff.
If the village people had a gardener, it'd be my fault.
No, I'm usually no shirt. I don't want to.
No, I know you like no shirt, but when you come over to the house, say you'll throw on a shirt, but I'm like, is that Misha's shirt? You know what I mean? It's like a little.
Yeah,
it's like
he looks like he's gonna be the lead marcher in the Pride Parade.
Barely grazing the nipples. Like it's a nipple cover, and it says like Tulane on it, and I'm like, oh, thanks for dressing up. And then you are a whole other category.
Yeah. You look heterosexual. Part looks heterosexual.
Less clogs, more cutoffs.
No, more like just skin tight from top to bottom.
Really?
Yeah, like a skin tight onesie. Like I believe that the village people lost 2 members. The village people, if you're looking for a gardener and an MMA fighter, I got you covered. So call us, the village people.
During that weather storm yesterday, they had over 1,600 flights canceled across the U.S. All the major airports in New York City were delayed.
I wonder if that affects Joaquin's flight.
Probably not. They're taken off. He's probably gone already. But yeah, that was, and it's tough. In the summer, you just never know. The longer the day goes, that's when the flights get canceled. The storms move in. Yeah. I know one person that loves the heat, that loves this humidity.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it because Mark, like I said, took me out Saturday night, and I arrive as one person, but I leave as somebody else. Because the longer you sit me in heat and humidity, the more. See this hair? See this? I arrived with this. I left with this.
I did see that. I did. I did.
Yeah, I know. I did it. I started watching everybody averting their eyes from me.
Yeah. She puts herself in her own Danielle Steele romantic novel.
Everybody stopped making eye contact with me because I know what I look like. I know, but I knew I looked nuts. And then I put on I put on makeup. I put on eyeliner. I put on brow gel, which I didn't realize was like 8 shades too dark. So when I got home that night, I looked in the mirror, and what was staring back at me was a person who escaped from an asylum. It's true. You know what I should do? I should just roll in here from the weekend so that people can get a good idea of what I'm talking about. Because I don't think they really truly understand my weekend look. Listen, just so you know, I probably won't be here tomorrow or forever because I'm going to hit the $900 million Powerball.
Now that I'm a member of the show, do I get a ticket?
Did you kick into the pool?
When does that happen?
We're collecting money.
We're collecting money
Yeah,
for the
for
new
the
one.
10th time. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's winning. Yeah. All right.
But I have a side.
The side table. Little
I have the office pool, which no doubt will turn into a lawsuit. Which is why I have my back end covered, because I have my own side hustle.
Do you spend, how much money do you spend?
I don't
on
have to
tickets?
split between
Like, what would be your process?
40 people that contribute, and then there's always somebody that was like called in sick, but they want somebody to cover them, and then it's like, oh no, if you're not here, it gets very murky, very quickly. So I cut out the lawsuit potential and I cover. So I'm just letting you know.
So what's your strategy when it comes to buying the tickets? Like put in the comment section how much, if you had Kelly money, how much would you spend on a $900 million or $1 billion Powerball? And what would your strategy? Because you can't just go to one store and buy like $1,000 worth of tickets, right? You would have to go to different states. You got to cover different states. You got to go to, like, honestly, I'm invested. I'm going hardcore. You don't want to half-ass this. I'm getting in the car and I'm going to take a road trip and I'm going to go all the way up to Maine through New Hampshire, Vermont. I'm going to hit New Jersey and New York, right? Maybe I'll make 3 separate road trips over the course of 2 days, if I can, or if that's possible. But in one swing, I'll try to go up to Maine and then turn around and come back. And I'll basically hit, like, I'll hit a New York store. Okay, I'll hit a Vermont store. I don't know my geography, so I don't know if you got to go through Massachusetts. But I'm going to hit up Connecticut, New Hampshire, Vermont, Rhode Island, and Maine. And hit up 10 different stores in those 5 states. And then on the way back, hit them all again. Hit another 2 stores in Maine and come back. Maybe even 6. So I'm basically going to do, 8. I'm going to do 8 different stores in each state. Gas stations and a mix of convenience stores, gas stations, 7-Elevens, what have you. All right. And that's going to be a total of 40 stores. In each store, I'm going to spend $100 on ticket, or I'm going to buy 100 tickets. So that's going to be 500. So that's $500 worth of tickets at each store. So that's going to be $4,000. That's $20,000, right? And then I'm going to drive to Jersey, North Jersey, South Jersey, down to Pennsylvania, cut across to Pittsburgh, stop in Erie, because Erie's due for a win. Go to Cleveland, turn around, hit up Dayton and Columbus on the U-turn, and make my way back. And I'm going to spend about $50,000 on tickets at all these different places. Because you know what $50,000 at Kelly Ripa is like me losing a razor blade in my bush while I'm taking a shower. Oh, you ever seen this curly Q? Jesus Christ. I'm afraid to go to California. I don't ever go to California because I'm afraid if I do, my bush is going to catch on fire. You know what I mean? Don't bring a magnifying glass near me when I'm hiking through Malibu. I could already hear the sizzle. I get off the plane at LAX. I got to wear 4 pairs of underwear because I'm afraid my pubes are going to just burst into flame. People are going to think I'm the next coming of Christ. Little baby in a fucking wicker basket's going to pop out of my ass. So put in the comment section, what would your strategy be if you had Kelly money to win this lottery? Because you can't just go buy like 20 tickets at a gas station and keep your fingers crossed. Fuck that. Waste. You might as well go buy an order of like black truffle fries from like stupid bistro in Queens.
Want somebody to cover them, and then it's like, oh no, if you're not here, it gets very murky, very quickly. So I cut out the lawsuit potential and I cover. So I'm just letting you know
What's the payout on 900? Would it be about
half a billion?
One-time payment, probably a little less than half.
Take out taxes and you do the one-time payment.
So it'll only be 465.1 million lump sum.
Get by.
But I feel like I can make that work.
No, but you could take the payments because you're going to live. You pay doctors to make sure you live to be 110.
Yeah, you can make it last.
I can make it last. in the south of France, where you are all welcome to come. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'll send a plane.
And guess what's in the south of France? That magic melon that Cindy Crawford promotes, right? You're gonna go live in the farm with all your rejuvenating melon cream.
With Jenny Mullen, and nobody will even notice I'm gone. They'll just think I've had work done. It'll be amazing.
Yeah.
I got this whole thing figured out because $465 million in your bank gives you nothing but time to think about things and figure it out. So I'll miss you all, but thank you.
What is it? Is it tonight? Yeah, it's tonight, right?
It's tonight.
Yeah, it's tonight.
So,
Okay.
I loved meeting each and every one of you.
We have a huge show today.
Yes, reality star Sonja Morgan.
Oh my gosh, she's my favorite. I love her. I love
Very
her.
exciting.
Very exciting.
Also, we begin Aches and Pains Week with how to help your knee pain. And I know you have knee pain.
Gelman booked this just for me. Did you book this just for me?
Just for you, Kelly, the whole week. Yeah, a lot of aches and pains.
Well, no, I only have an ache and pain in my right knee.
Yeah, he'll help diagnose you and tell you what to do.
Okay, because I'm tired of you diagnosing me.
What time is it? It's time for Live's Brighten Your Day Trivia. I remember that dance.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
Amanda Finn from New
Ooh, Amanda Finn. Is this how you dance, Amanda Finn? Here's the 180-degree
We have a
view.
huge show today.
Yes,
Is that what? Hold on. I'm sorry. I was passing gas, so I didn't actually watch this. I had to go in the next room. Got some random girl sleeping. I don't even remember her name. You waking up yet? She's knocked the hell out. I gave her a Jello shot. Hey, play with your feet. Yeah. Amanda, look at you, 2 girls. Yeah, give me the taxi fare before I even put the rubber on. No, thank you.
Tonight.
So-
Okay.
You looking for a daddy?
meet each and every
Be a
one.
sugar daddy. That's so funny. Kelly's so funny. She should have like a stand-up comedy YouTube channel where she just like does jokes.
And Pains Week with how to help your knee
I don't
pain.
care. No one cares about your knee pain. You know how you can help the knee pain? Put a towel underneath them before you give Mark's eggplant Baba a kiss backstage 30 seconds before we go on air.
Booked this just for me. Did you book this just for me?
You know how you could relieve knee pain? Date Jason Biggs. Trust me. He's more concerned with the type of cleaning products you're using on the floor when you mop the kitchen than he is having Jenny Mullen's fake lips. Give your Baba Ganoush a little Baba, or your Baba Ganoush a little kiss, a little balsamic
Kelly, the whole week.
a little
Yeah, a lot of
balsamic
aches and
reduction.
Well, no, I only have an ache and pain in my right knee.
Yeah, he'll
Well, then obviously, you're putting a little too much. Blame Mark for putting you in that position in the shower. It's the way your shower is. You gotta put your knee on the ground, but your left leg gets to rest up. When you're making that cucumber salad with the tzatziki sauce. Come on, Amanda.
I remember that dance.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
Amanda Finn from New Jersey doing the Please, I'm Begging You, Eat Your Breakfast dance. Nothing makes your babies as amused as watching you dance in the way that nothing makes your young adult children as repulsed as watching.
Hey, listen, if you want a chance to win $2,500 in cash or a great weekly prize, the Roomba i3 Plus from iRobot Just record your best dance moves and enter at livewithkellyandmark.com. All right, here we go. On the phone today, we have Christine George from Claremont, New Hampshire, who watches the show on WPTZ. Hey there, Christine. How are you?
Hi, good. Very good today.
Good morning. All right, you know how to play this game, right? You've given us two statements. One is true, one is false. We have 60 seconds to decide which is the truth. If you stump us, you will win this. All right, Christine.
Did you just crack your back?
I'm getting ready for competition.
He's cracking his back
Ready for competition.
for the trivia game.
All right, Christine, here are your two statements. My daughters and I have modeled in fashion and bridal shows.
Oh.
Or, I've won several archery competition awards. Okay. The arrow. Take me through the 3 sections of the arrow. What are they called?
Okay. Well, if she doesn't know, then this would be a lesson. Make sure that the lie is something you know about. But my first impression guess is, I'm going to say that my first impression guess is, it is true that your daughters have modeled in fashion and bridal shows. Just because it just seems realistic and something she would want to brag about on TV and record it to show her girls one day. One of those things. But on the other hand, who lies about archery? Am I right? What kind of disgusting human being thinks of archery as a lie to tell people for a coffee cup? I'm eating a blueberry muffin with butter. Want to see what it looks like in my mouth? It looks like Jenny Mullen's baba ganoush stuffed Lebanese hummus pita bread. It looks like Jenny Mullen's pita bread after Jason Biggs has put his homemade eggplant baba in it because the kebab doesn't taste like olive oil. Cooking food, cooking terms. Hashtag cooking glove.
The arrow. Take me through the 3 sections of the arrow. What are they called?
The 3 sections of the arrow?
Well, you know, what's the tip called?
The mushroom?
Okay, and what's the body of the arrow called?
The shaft?
Okay, and what's the back part called?
The balls, the testicles?
The fin?
Okay, got it.
And how old are your daughters?
Well,
He doesn't even know.
They're 21 and 24, but when we were doing the modeling, they were 5 and 8.
Okay.
All right. Do you use anything on your other arm to protect when you're doing the archery?
No, I don't.
Oh, he thinks that's a lie.
Get the arrow in the middle.
Bullseye.
That's the bullseye.
You guys are so sexual.
What's it called when you get a bullseye?
See, I came in hot. I came in really hot, not knowing any of these. Like, I didn't ask the proper questions.
You have no idea if her answers are correct or not.
Before you got to the questions?
Yeah.
Is that what you're suggesting?
Yeah. Okay. I think the truth is that your daughters and you have modeled in fashion bridal shows.
I agree.
You are correct.
You didn't win the mug.
But you still have a chance to win a great prize. Deja's going to spin that wheel to see what else you're playing for. Okay, you are playing for a trip for 2 to the St. James's Club and Villas in Antigua. 7 days, 6 nights in a royal suite. It's all inclusive. It's a prize valued at $8,000 royal dollars. You have 20 royal seconds and only 1 royal guess. Good luck, Christine.
All right, Christine, here we go. On Friday's show, Jenny Mullen co-hosted with me. What movie did Jenny say she was auditioning for when she met her husband, Jason Biggs?
My best friend's girl.
Congratulations! You and a guest will enjoy 7 days at the St. James Private Villas in Antigua. Experience an authentic Caribbean vacation at the all-inclusive St. James Private Villas in Antigua. Ideally situated on a secluded peninsula, this exclusive hideaway offers breathtaking ocean views, white sand beaches, distinctive swimming pools, top-notch restaurants, and more. Your prize is valued at approximately $8,000.
Did you see that? That looked like electric paddle boards.
Yes.
Oh, Christine, when you go to Antigua, will you take a picture of yourself on an electric paddleboard and send it to us?
Only if you're paying for the paddleboard
absolutely
rental.
will. It
Hello?
might be my honeymoon trip.
Well, goodbye, Christine. You won a prize.
Thank you so much.
You guys are really,
I
really
love
excited.
you both.
Hey, listen.
Oh, wow,
we
you
both
guys
got-
are just
we
balls
woke
of
up
fun
today,
today,
we both got a
aren't you?
W. I got a W and you got a W.
Oh, shut up, you cocky little dick.
I think she hung up again. Christine keeps hanging up on us.
Thank you.
Thanks, Christine. Good playing with you. Bye-bye. Come up next, Tony Morgan. Stick around.
Still ahead on Live, we begin Aches and Pains Week with a look at curing knee pain. We'll open up the inbox to hear your comments and questions. And coming up next, reality star Sonja Morgan.
Twix with cookie and cookie dough. Kind of makes you wonder which came first.
Right. So Dane Cook goes out with a girl, and the girl's he's so repulsive that the very next guy that those girls date, they end up marrying. And Jason Biggs has a girlfriend that he wants to marry, and either he's afraid or he keeps on asking and she says no. So he wants Dane Cook to flirt with her and date this girl, or it's not even his girlfriend. I think it's a girl he has a crush on.
The fiberglass frame is
And he really wants to marry her, so he hires Dane Cook to date the girl and then treat her like crap. And then after she breaks up with him, he'll come swooping in and she'll end up marrying him. And then Dane Cook ends up actually falling in love with the girl. But I believe the girl is, it's not a random girl he has a crush. It's his girlfriend, and he wants to marry the girlfriend, and the girlfriend is saying no. And so then when Dane Cook starts flirting and stuff, I think Jason Biggs even breaks up with his girlfriend, and then Dane Cook is supposed to swoop in and be a douchebag and show her, like, look, these are the other guys that are out here, which makes Jason Biggs' character look like, oh, you're such a great guy. Like, I didn't even know what I had. You know what I mean?
no.
Because in comparison to Dane Cook's character, who's a douche, you're great. So, but Dane Cook actually ends up falling in love with her, either because he genuinely falls in love with her or he's being repulsive, and she actually likes it. She's not grossed out. She thinks it's funny. And like, you're being such a goofball. And he's like, what? And then all of a sudden he realizes I could be myself and be a goofball and be disgusting and say poopy pants and fart jokes and talk about urination on faces. And she's like laughing at it. And now he falls in love with the girl. And then they get in a fight. And I guess Jenny Mullen was either supposed to be a side character. I don't think she's supposed to be the main girl. She was supposed to be some friend or something. And I guess the producer had a crush on Jenny's sister. And so because he wanted to nail Jenny's sister, he gave Jenny an audition knowing that she would never get it. Unless the wink was, if your sister goes out with me, I'll give you the job. But the sister wasn't going out with him. So eventually they had to cast someone else. And then he still tried to play his cards and say, well, here, Jenny, can you look at these audition tapes? And then say, oh, will you go on a double date with me? Like, will you go out with this guy just so I can go out with your sister? And so he's playing his Harvey Weinstein card saying, like, look, I'll give you a job that you don't deserve, but only to get in your sister's pants. And of course, Jenny's like, sure, I'll go out with your friend. I bet she was willing to sleep with Jason. Like, I'll sleep with Jason Biggs if it means that I will get the role. Like, maybe this is what it's all about. You know what I mean? So she was hoping that the producer would go out with his sister, and then that would get her the role. She still didn't get the role. I bet if the sister would have put out, or if the sister liked them and they went on a second and third date, Jenny would have gotten the role. But the only reason Jenny didn't get the role was because the sister didn't like the producer or didn't put out. I wouldn't be surprised.
Save on replacement windows by Pella now.
All right, back to the show. Hey, make sure to smash that like button, guys. Or you could dislike it too. And subscribe. It's free subscription. If you subscribe in the next 24 hours, you're going to get a free code that you can scan for free silicone popsicle makers. 6 inches long.
Curry will want to stick around because aches and pains week will
Yes,
continue with a look at foot pain. Now, he's got to have foot pain.
Oh, yeah,
he's
sure.
on his feet constantly.
Yes.
He's using his feet in a profound way.
He's playing really good golf too. We'll talk about that too.
Yeah. Now, she recently traded her Manhattan townhouse for small town life in Illinois on her Bravo show. She says she's a fish out of water, which would be a major understatement. From Welcome to Crappie Lake, please welcome Sonja Morgan.
This is basically a ripoff of The Simple Life, the show that Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie did. It's 2 rich girls that used to live in LA and they go live in a small town in Arkansas for like a week or two, except they changed it from 2 girls in their 20s to 2 girls in their 60s. And they're both rich. They moved from California, and instead of Arkansas, they send the old ladies to Illinois. It's basically the senior citizen version of The Simple Life. It's the exact same shit. And they do a whole bunch of hillbilly stuff, and it's supposed to be funny. And it's not funny. But for some reason, there's enough weirdos in this country that'll invest major time to watch this junk. But I love it. It's so good. You gotta watch it.
Bravo show. She says she's a fish out of water, which would be a major understatement. From Welcome to Crappie Lake, please welcome Sonja
Like that push in the mug, that was planned. That was orchestrated.
Did we surprise you? Very surprised. You know, I have seen you in person. You probably don't remember this, but many, many years ago, when Andy Cohen's show Watch What Happens Live was brand new, you were a guest on the show. He didn't have an audience back then. There was no audience members, but he allowed me to sit in like a stool off to the side, and I met you there.
Well, I was telling everyone backstage that you were so humble and so sweet when I met you, and I really appreciate that.
Oh, it was thrilling for me. I was very excited to meet you.
Well, I hope I don't let you down today, because
No. So welcome back.
Yes.
Now, we're going to get to your time that you spent in Illinois in just a minute, but you came back from another road trip recently.
Oh, I just came back from Virginia. Because you called. I did a road trip to Virginia.
Okay.
Right, 9 hours from where I was.
Yeah.
Not alone, though, of course. I bring my own.
Oh, okay.
And then we said, okay, cut it short. We're driving back. Kelly and Mark live. You don't say no to that.
All right. Well, we're thrilled.
Hey, listen, we hear that your daughter just graduated from University of Pennsylvania, summa cum laude. Is that correct?
Congratulations.
And you know, I had to Google it because I wasn't sure what summa cum laude is. It's like the top, like high honors, straight A's. She's been a straight A student. I always say because she's afraid, you know, she's living from fear that she might turn into me. We all are mothers.
No, but that's good parenting. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's
And you're a great parent too. I really appreciate
so
that.
much.
Yeah, no, I was very proud. And I want to thank the people who follow me through my ups and downs and all around, and that my daughter could graduate top of class at UPenn and with an art honor.
Yeah.
And she's working in finance. She moved to Hollywood.
She's working in finance.
In Hollywood.
That's good. That's good for you.
Well, she has a Morgan.
Is she gonna like
Crunch
take
numbers.
Is she gonna take over like running your operations?
Maybe. I feel like I have one foot in the grave and the other in a nursing home. So I'm like, you know that mommy, you know, I don't think she's gonna run.
Girl,
She's
that can-do spirit.
All right, I'm going to transition. What is your dating status these days?
very good.
Didn't you hear? She just brought her own. She brought her own.
Yeah.
Is that what she meant?
I was interviewing candidates for marriage, and then I got caught up on a Viking. So I said, I think I'll just stop here. You know, one of those guys, you know, with the blonde hair and the beard. I said, I think I'll stay in this lane for a while.
Is that your perfect guy? A Viking?
I was trying to find a good marriage, you know, option, but at my age, it's not a walk of shame. It's a lap of victory.
We need to take a break. When we come back in a moment, we're going to talk about noodling with Sonja Morgan. Stick around.
Still ahead on Live, we begin Aches and Pains Week with a look at how to cure knee pain. Imagine this. A mild to moderate eczema treatment that helps clear skin without pills, injections, or steroids. Imagine using one single cream to help fix the itch. No, it's not imaginary. It's Opzelura. Eczema treatment reimagined. Opzelura is proven to help clear or almost clear skin and significantly reduce itch fast. Imagine that.
Opzelura can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB or hepatitis B or C. Serious lung infections, skin cancer, blood clots, and low blood cell counts occurred with Opzelura. In people taking JAK inhibitors, serious infections, increased risk of death, lymphoma, other cancers, and major cardiovascular events have occurred. The most common side effect was the common cold.
Imagine an eczema treatment you can apply wherever you need it, like here and here. That's Opzelura. Relief reimagined. Ask your doctor about reducing eczema itch fast with Opzelura.
This is Poof, the most powerful pet odor eliminator in the world. It's safe for people, pets, and the planet. Powerful enough to eliminate the stink from any organic odor. Yet it's safe enough to use on pet toys, their beds, even on them. So why waste money on any product that doesn't totally eliminate the stink? Get Poof on Amazon, Poof.com, Chewy.com, and select Walmart stores. If it's not Poof, it stinks.
Attention! Are you suffering from knee pain but want to avoid the complications and recovery time of knee replacement surgery? You're not alone. Recent studies suggest a shocking fact. 1/3 of all knee surgeries performed in a single year were unnecessary. But there's good news. The Joint Relief Institute has another way, a safer, faster, more effective method to alleviate knee pain, a non-surgical option that doesn't involve the risk, hospital stay, or recovery time associated with knee surgery. A solution where patients limp into our clinic and then dance on the way out with no recovery time because relief usually starts the same day.
I've received treatment and walked out pain-free.
Don't let knee pain hold you back another minute. You can have a different life. Call 800-380-8933. Our friendly new patient specialists are standing by now.
Good morning. Oh my God, you look like $1 million. $1 million. How was your night? I gotta tell you, this guy, did you have sex? You did. He even left me money. Oh my God. Yeah, for 4 quarters. I mean, I'm sure he was very happy to give you a tip.
Sonja, welcome to Crappie Lake. It reminds me, dare I say, of Schitt's Creek.
Yes. With Simple Life, crossover.
Yes, that is the perfect description of this show.
And also the Real Housewives have great trips, so this is fun. And it's about philanthropy, giving back, zhuzhing up the town.
So tell us, like...
What the mayor, he gave you a to-do list.
Oh my God, it was so long. It was actually longer than the fish that Luann goes on and on about.
But wait, I want to know what brought you to Crappie Lake.
So Jeff Jenkins and co, they called us, and one of the producers on his team is from Benton, Illinois. And he said it really needed a little, zhuzhing after COVID. Like, we all could use a little help, but there are 7,000 people. That's it, or less. So it was really, they were really devastated. So we went in there to do some things for them. We did a doggy run. We did a Follies. We call it Benton Follies. It's a theater show, variety show. It was just so fun, and the people are great.
So should Mark and I take, because we like to take road trips, should we go to Benton?
Yes, and make sure you do a fish fry.
A fish fry.
Fish fry.
Got it.
They'll invite you.
Is that like when you went noodling, is that, because noodling is very dangerous,
Well, only Luann would do it. Look.
Oh God.
Only Luann.
That's a catfish, yeah?
That's, a catfish. That's right. The crappie fish are like this, and the catfish is like this. And then Luann says it was this big. It gets bigger and bigger every time she tells the story.
Is that how we should say it? Is it crappie?
Or is it?
It's a crappie fish, and they call the lake Crappie Lake. It's a spin on it. And you know, the locals say that we didn't turn it into that. We weren't being disrespectful. But they got the award in all of Illinois for the best sewer system. So it's not crappie anymore. That's amazing. It's really great. It's really great. And I flew the head of sewer systems up to stay in my townhouse. The new mayor, the owners of Benton Motel, and their girlfriends. Everyone's been at the townhouse.
So basically, if you can't get to Crappie Lake, just go to Sonja's townhouse.
Thank you so much for doing the show. Really appreciate it. You can watch the hijinks of Luann and Sonja. Welcome to Crappie Lake, Sundays at 10 p.m. on Bravo. Coming next, we're going to help you with some knee pain.
Tomorrow on Live, David Muir.
City of Hope. We're more than just a top-ranked cancer hospital. For over 100 years, we've been making breakthroughs, pushing the limits of what's possible, targeting cancer at the molecular level, pioneering treatments used worldwide. At City of Hope, your entire cancer-fighting team is bound together by a single mission: to cure your cancer. And now City of Hope is closer than ever, creating the cures of tomorrow for patients in Northern Illinois. Today, call now.
I'm Orlando, and I'm living with HIV. I don't have to worry about daily HIV pills because I switched to every other month Cabenuva.
For adults who are undetectable, Cabenuva is the only complete long-acting HIV treatment you can get every other month. It's 2 injections from a healthcare provider.
Now when I have people over, HIV pills aren't on my mind.
Don't receive Cabenuva if you're allergic to its ingredients or if you're taking certain medicines which may interact with Cabenuva. Serious side effects include allergic reactions, post-injection reactions, liver problems, and depression. If you have a rash and other allergic reaction symptoms, stop Cabenuva and get medical help right away. Tell your doctor if you have liver problems or mental health concerns, and if you are pregnant, breastfeeding, or considering pregnancy. Some of the most common side effects include injection site reactions, fever, and tiredness. If you switch to Cabenuva, attend all treatment appointments.
It feels good to just live in the moment. With every other month Cabenuva, I'm good to go.
Ask your doctor about Cabenuva today.
This is your summer to smile, to raise your glass and reconnect, to reel in the fun and serve up great times. To help you get ready, your Aspen Dental team is celebrating 25 years of affordable care with an epic Summer of Smiles event. Right now, new patients without insurance get a full exam and x-rays for only $19. Plus, everyone can get 20% off their treatment plan. But hurry, because while these summer savings won't
I don't know
last,
about you, but it is raining over in America.
Expert tips to help relieve common aches.
Yeah, I know what to do to common aches and pains. You know what you do? You need to get your joints lubricated. And you know what lubricates your joints, Kelly?
For all the closing costs. Give us a call.
Eggplant Baba.
JeffWeiserHouse.com for your free
Eat that eggplant, Kelly,
cash offer
after your blood
today.
transfusion. Your Keith Richards procedure.
What could possibly go wrong? All week, we're bringing you expert tips to help relieve common aches and pains in the body. Today, we're kicking things off. Yeah. With a closer look at, thank you. With a closer look at knee pain. Here with everything you need to know is strength coach and the author of the Knee Pain Bible, Chris Kidawaski. Welcome, Chris. How are you?
Very good. How are you?
Very nice to meet you. You know, what are some of the most common causes of knee pain? I've had a knee pain for my right knee for like 6 months that I can't seem to get rid of.
And you feel when you're going downstairs too, right?
Going downstairs, going upstairs, sort of like doing squats, but only when I squat backwards.
Okay. One of the most common causes of knee pain is going to be taking our knee through a partial range of motion way too much. Okay. And what ends up happening is we develop adhesions, we develop trigger points in the muscle tissue. They squeeze nerves and it sends pain into the knee. Why? Because your brain wants to get you to stop using your quad muscle.
All right. Well, how do we relieve the pain?
We're going to start off right now. You guys want to get ready?
Yes.
Okay. Have a seat for me.
Okay.
We're going to do what is called a fascial maneuver. This was popularized by Gary Lineman in The Human Garage. So we are going to take all of our connective tissue and rotate it back into where it's supposed to be, because with those partial ranges of motion, what it has a tendency to do is stick everything outside. The kneecap doesn't track correctly. We get pain. So what you want to do is you want to take your thumbs on the inside.
Okay.
Okay, you're going to grab your knee as hard as you can.
Okay.
And you're going to rotate all of that skin inside. And what we would do is we would hold it for about 3 minutes. We're just going to do 10, 20 seconds today. Yep.
Oh, inside.
Rotate it, rotate everything inside.
Okay.
And what we're doing is we're affecting what's called the extracellular matrix.
Whoa.
Okay. Sounds Star Wars-ish, right? So we're moving all of that into the inside.
Should I be down lower like you are?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. We really want to focus. We really want to pull that in. And now we're going to stand up. We can bend those knees, move around a little bit. And the next one we're going to do, we're going to get on our stomach.
Okay.
So we're going to, and you said it's your right knee?
My right knee.
So we're going to put the yoga block here.
Okay.
We're going to put the ball on top of the yoga block.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to lift our leg up into the side, and we're going to place our adductor.
Yep, we are.
There you go. And what we're doing is we are looking for anything tight, tender, sore.
Do you
anything.
stick it on there and we'll let it sit for a while?
Yep. Short strokes, side to side, up and down. We want to look for anything that hurts.
Well,
okay.
All right. We are going to take a break.
Still looking for it.
And we come back. More on how to relieve your knee pain. Stick around.
Live is partnered with Howard Johnson by Wyndham for Brighten Your Day web trivia. And you can win up to 10 free nights at nearly 300 Howard Johnson hotels worldwide. Howard Johnson's mid-century modern guest rooms are the perfect setting for family vacations and weekend getaways. Howard Johnson, one of 24 trusted brands by Wyndham. Visit livewithkellyandmark.com to research.
When you go see art in New York City, do you want to chop it up? What do the young kids say?
They don't know because they've never used that phrase before.
Next Live with Kelly and Mark. From ABC News, David Mueller. Plus, how to deal with aches and veins.
Premium collagen that supports healthy hair, skin, nails, bones, and joints. Could it help you? Only if you have hair, skin, bones, and joints. Vital proteins for everybody with a body.
Your destination for passionate news and hot topics is right here.
That's why it's called the What? The View.
And do you know anything goes when the ladies get together? There's a reason why America's news source daytime talk show is ABC's The View.
On the next Cameron Hall, actress Lorraine Bracco is back with the Tam Fam. She was renovating a 200-year-old Italian villa. You won't believe what it looks like now. Then she's a STEM prodigy who's already been accepted to med school. On the next Cameron Hall.
Today at 1 on ABC 7.
Car accident victims with a lawyer can get more money. In fact, on average, people with a lawyer get 3.5 times more money than those without one.
Car accident? Get judgelegal.com.
Welcome to Stormy Heights, where the windows are always Pella, because the weather is always changing. Pella's fiberglass is the strongest material for windows and patio doors. They're tested from -40 degrees Fahrenheit up to 160. The fiberglass frame is even scratch and dent resistant. Pella windows.
Save on replacement windows by Pella now.
McMuffin, McGriddles, biscuit, breakfast burrito. We'd say pick one, but there's no need. We have enough breakfast here for everyone to have a good morning. For a limited time, try the new cheesy jalapeno sausage McMuffin with egg. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Wake up with ABC 7 Eyewitness News this morning.
All right, we're back with Chris Kidawaski, who's teaching us how to fix our knee pain. So what are we doing right now? This feels terrible.
Yes. We have a very angry muscle on the side of our hip. Okay, when we sit too much, that's going to get tight. And what it actually does, it chokes off all the nerves and creates pain down the outside of the leg.
Okay.
So what we want to do is we want to get that lacrosse ball right on the waistband.
On the waistband?
On the waistband. Okay. And we're going to do short strokes up and down. We really want to pressurize that guy. And in some cases, we are going to feel the pain actually travel down the leg.
I mean, okay? I'm seeing the pain.
Very good.
It's like, what happens when you start seeing stars? Is that bad? Because I feel like I see electricity.
2 stars right now.
No, I mean like,
So what we're going to do, grab the softball now. Grab the softball.
Okay.
And we're going to roll the outside of that leg that we just worked on.
Okay.
So we're going to get here, and we want to prop ourselves up on the elbow.
Okay.
And we're going up and down from the hip.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't like that.
To the knee.
I mean, I think the knee pain's a little better than having this.
Incorrect answer.
Chris, thank you so much. We're going to take a break. Are we taking a break? All right.
Tomorrow at Live, NBA star Stephen Curry.
Serving USA.
Doug.
What do we always say, son? Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance.
They only pay for what you need.
That's my boy. And you get out there and you make us proud, huh?
Is that my uncle? We thought you died. Thanks for watching, everyone. Isn't this a great episode? Make sure to smash that like button and click the link for more tips on how to relieve your aches and pains. You want to lay down on the floor and stretch out? There's a Pilates link right here.
All right, we're back to Chris. Fixing our knee pain. What's next, Chris?
We're going to work on the top of the quad. Okay, vastus medialis, all that good stuff.
Yes, the vastus medialis.
Grab your ball.
Yes.
We're going to place it right underneath the top part of the quad.
Okay.
You can stick that opposite leg out. So we look like a tripod and we have good leverage. And we are going to roll up and down from the hip all the way down to the knee. Ooh. We want to breathe anytime we feel something that might be a little bit tight, tender, or sore.
I'm breathing.
We're looking for those lumps and bumps, and we just want to scare them away with the pressure.
Chris, thank you so much. You were great.
I appreciate it, guys.
For more exercises like this, please make sure to pick up a copy of his book, The Knee Bible. We'll be right back.
Want to know more? Go to our website. New Ziploc Stay Open design. The only bag with a fold line and patented stand-up bottom, so you can fill it up, zip, and parent. Unlock a second set of hands. Unlock life. S.C. Johnson.
Had enough? Arthritis. Here. Aspercream arthritis. Full prescription strength. Reduces inflammation.
Kick pain in the Aspercream.
A lot of people need to replace their windows or patio doors, but they put it off because they think it'll be too expensive. Hi, I'm Ann Romer. I'm here with Michael Smith from Renewal by Anderson. You really work with the customers to find affordable solutions.
We do, Ann. We're the replacement window division of Anderson, one of the largest window manufacturers in North America. So we can usually offer our customers larger discounts and better financing than smaller companies or contractors.
Other window companies don't offer your same window and door installation method.
Our installers have installed thousands of windows. Our windows are manufactured to precisely fit your specific window openings. Being custom built also means if you have any beautiful trim that you'd like to keep, we can install your windows without impacting that trim. You won't get this with most vinyl windows.
And you offer a free window and patio door diagnosis?
We do. We'll come to your home and assess your current windows, show you where you might be losing energy, and take measurements. Then we'll leave you with an exact price quote that's good for an entire year.
So you're not a high-pressure company.
My background is in home remodeling as a carpenter. I've seen every window problem out there. So now I just want to help homeowners make their homes more beautiful and comfortable with the right window.
And your patio doors are really gorgeous.
They are. And they're engineered to easily open and close for years. And with multiple locking points on our patio doors, they provide even greater security.
That is so great to hear, Michael. Thank you.
It's Renewal by Anderson's BOGO 50 Bonanza, and it's our biggest BOGO deal. Buy one window, patio door, or entry door, and get the next one at 50% off. That's 50% off, with zero money down, zero monthly payments, and zero interest for 1 year. Our BOGO 50 Bonanza ends July 29th. For a free appointment, call 312-815-6622. That's 312-815-6622.
Closed captioning sponsored in part by
Smoking caused my lung cancer. They put this in me to drain the fluid. Every day I prayed that they would remove it. My tip is be careful what you wish for. That chest tube hurt a lot more coming out than it did going in.
You can quit. Call 1-800-QUIT now for help getting free medication.
Cats want taste. You want healthy ingredients. With Blue Tastefuls, you don't have to compromise. Available in dry, wet, and singles.
It's as if we've never done a show before today. Okay, so let's see. Stella Hawkins from Powder Spring, Georgia said, does Mark stay awake when watching the Tour de France? Good question.
Sometimes I take a little. Sometimes I rest my eyes. But it's 5 hours, so you're not going to miss much.
Yeah, you can't expect him to stay awake for 5 whole hours.
This is from Ted from Shamsburg, Pennsylvania. You go, Gelman. Most people make faces when I drink pickle juice, but it's great for hydration, loaded with antioxidants, and you can even use the juice to pickle vegetables like beets and peppers. Spot on, Gelman. Yeah.
Yes, spot on, Gelman. Sonia Thomas from Dearborn, Michigan. Oh, forget it.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, David Muir will
Steph
be here.
Curry will be here.
And aches and pains.
City of Hope, we're more than just a top-ranked cancer hospital. For over 100 years, we've been making breakthroughs, pioneering treatments used worldwide, pushing the limits of what's possible. And now we're closer than ever for patients in Northern Illinois. Call now.
It's CMA Fest's 50th anniversary with Keith Urban, Miranda Lambert, Luke Combs, and more. CMA Fest! Wednesday on ABC and stream next day on Hulu. Sponsored locally by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks.
If working hard is essential, you need something that gets you going, keeps you going on the path to your true potential. You need Celsius. Every drop.
Oh, was that the end of the show? Did I miss it? Sorry, I had to take a mean shit. Oh, here we go. Hot topics.
Monday, July 17th, and the View starts live right now. All of the hot topics on your mind are on the table. From politics.
Do you think Manchin and no labels could potentially cost Joe Biden his reelection?
I don't, think no labels is a political party.
To pop culture.
I'm Gary. I'm 71 years young, and I'm going to be the first Golden Bachelor because it's never too late to fall in love again.
I will never retire. I just hopefully got dead in the middle of the song on stage.
Someday. Plus, Kevin and Danielle Jonas. And an all-new Oprah Daily edition.
Sound like Eric pretended he's part of a political.
Hi, Cracked Feed. This is an exclusive TV offer you won't find anywhere else. You're set.
Wow, episode 66. Was that ridiculous? Look how dark it is. Welcome to the WWE. I'm the new villain. My name is
It is July 28th.
My name is July 28th. And on July 28th, you are going to find yourself in the square circle with the most unpredictable, dominant, shadow caster of them all. And if you think that you're going to figure him out, it's going to take a little more time to come into the light. Light bulbs can't be changed, without fingers to screw them, and how you can unscrew the light bulb when it bites your fingers, and you have nothing but stubs, and I feast on stubs like I feast on drugs, and I am full of them. Don't tell anyone the time or the place. It's just going to be you and me, our souls, our hearts, our passions, our deepest, darkest secrets. And who will prevail depends on who wants it more. And I could already tell you, if you want it more than me, my friend, you are just in mile 3 of the marathon. You are far from having your work cut out for you. July 13th at the pavilion. It's a naked gummy worm battle to the death. Bring your trunks so I can choke you with them. Trust me, this will be the first and last time you will want to fight me. Shadows come and go, but this shadow stays in the dark, only to come out like a groundhog and to cast its head and say hello. The gopher's waiting. See you soon, victim. My consuelos.